Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahawah, by Hashem, Yahawashi, by Hashem, Rakak, double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to you, Akim, who go out throughout the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth in all sincerity to the best of your ability, and putting your life and risking your life to do, putting your life on the line and risking your life to do so. You know, to tell Esau to his face, you know, that he's going down via the power of the Lord, right, whose name is Yahawah, and whose son name is Yahawashi, for those who ignorantly still call him God and Jesus Christ. Those are the true names of your powers. If you are an Israelite, so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, or Seminole Indian, so-called, you are the chosen people of the Bible, whether you accept it, care, don't care, understand, whatever. That's you. That's who you are. That's who the Lord is going to call his elect out of, right? And your enemy, your natural-born enemy, which goes back to Jacob and Esau, right, is the so-called white man, who's actually an Edom, E-D-O-M, Edomite. And he has been set up to be your enemy since before time, right? He has the spirit of Cain. You know, he's evil towards his brother, and you know, it's another beautiful day to push this truth, man. And I was watching on YouTube. Dabu 7 got a video out going into actually I think I seen it first. It was like CNN a couple of days ago, maybe it might be longer ago than that. The locusts are coming back to Africa, right? And you know, it's funny because America is spiritually Sodom and Gomorrah, right? It's spiritually Babylon, and it's spiritually Egypt, right? Egypt because of the harsh bondage that the Israelites have served here, and because it's still the house of bondage today, because Egypt just means house of bondage. And the house of bondage, because of all the work that goes on here, it's still a form of slavery. Right? You punch a clock, 40 to 60 hours a week. You know, you don't get your full check. You just get enough money just to get to the next week, to your next check. You know what I'm saying? Esau give you just enough. I'm gonna go into some scriptures really quick, dealing with the locusts. All right, this is Second Esdras, and I'm gonna start at 9. The point is in 11. Second Esdras 15 and 9. And therefore saith Yahawah, I will surely avenge them, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Right? Because the saints, those that are without blemish, can't be blamed for this or that, who took it upon themselves to repent from their sins and come back to the Lord. Those men are the elect of Israel, and those are who salvation is for. And he says he's going to save, surely avenge them, and receive all their innocent blood, man. So, you know, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, still has our people in derision. Right? This is verse 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. Right? Jake is still out here dumb, deaf, and blind, and Esau still school to prison pipeline, low income home families, you know, just enabling Jake, man. Hey, that's beautiful. 144 on that car right there, but man, you know what I'm saying? Just putting us in the shittiest of areas, you know. These programs are set up for failure, not success. So here it is, they want to look like they're doing something to help, but they know they ain't helping no damn brothers ain't in the home, right? You live in a broken home with your mama, or she can't deal with you no more. Your wild ass get out in the streets and start acting a damn fool. Some of them come around to being better people and getting their stuff together for themselves, and some fall off the deep end, end up on World Star looking crazy. Right. Halfway through verse 10, 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 10, I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. Meaning, he's gonna bring us up out of this bondage and this derision that we're in. He's gonna deliver us from this, and he's gonna destroy our enemy. Okay, verse 11 is the point. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues. Right, so he's gonna come save us from this slavery again. Right, because a lot of this is mental slavery. But just because, don't get it twisted either, this is also physical slavery. That's why you have a social security number and a driver's license. Your driver's license is basically your note from massa saying that you can travel from this area to that area, and your social security card is your basically a brand. You belong to the elite. Here you go. Psst. Right. You don't have a brand or a call anymore in your nostril. You have a slave number, basically like a prison number. Right. So it says, with a stretched out arm shall bring us out of Egypt. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm. That's the might and the power that he's going to deliver Israel with, because those so-called UFOs, what do they call them now? UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomenons, are actually identified, right? Chariots of the Lord. ICOL, identified chariots of the Lord, because those are what we see and call UFOs. Those are actually the vehicles that the angels travel in, and the fleets of angels that are going to come down in those with Yahawah in one of those, and they're going to wreak havoc on this place using them, using that technology. It's a lot. Halfway through verse 11, with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues. Right? So, you might be reading this and think it's talking about what he did the first time with them plagues. Right? But it says, as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. So that's talking about years. It's talking about basically Edom, the people before a place. He's going to destroy Esau, Edom, and he's going to deliver Jacob, Israel, Yahawah, princes of the power. And he's going to bring back, that's, you see the locusts coming back, right? You see this new virus, coronavirus, right, coming back, which is an ancient it's like ancient virus. Those are both coming back from old, right? So it said he's going to bring back the plagues of Egypt, right? He says he's going to bring the plagues as he did before and tear up the whole land. Well, Africa right now is being torn up by the locusts, man, and that's very symbolic to what's going on right now, because Esau embodies a locust, right? Just tearing things up, going from place to place, annihilating things, right? Esau is the modern day locust, right? But also, those locusts could cause major problems, not only for Africa, but for other continents, right? Because, hey, the Hamites got to be judged too. They had a hand in our slavery, in harsh dealings with us, and they got to be judged for that as well. So, hey, man, part of that, them locusts tearing up their land could be that. But hey, them plagues from Egypt are gonna come back, man. you're gonna start seeing a lot more pestilence, a lot more sicknesses. You're gonna keep seeing locusts. You're gonna continue to see the signs, man. The earthquakes in diverse places. You just had a major earthquake in Jamaica, right? With a tsunami that could have followed. You had in Turkey, you had an earthquake. In the Philippines, I mean, diverse places, man. You got wars and rumors of wars going on. We're living in those last days, and it's just starting to heat up. Right? We ain't even seen the full force of what's going to happen. So all we got to do is be faithful and continue to endure unto the end. And Lord willing, He'll keep us there, keep us with Him in His tender mercies. But with that, I didn't want to make this long, man. Straight to the point. Bring out that Second Ezra, the 15th chapter, and how the Lord, man, He's gonna do what He did in Egypt, right? He put the plagues on Egypt to bring us out. He's gonna do the same to this whole world, man. When He judges it, He's gonna bring them plagues on the world, and especially Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, because of his wickedness that he has not been judged for yet. So, hey, man, with that, I'm gonna wrap this up. Send a hearty shalom to you. I can truly believe and go out and teach. Risking your life for Yahawah, and putting your life on the line to do His will. And the water to Yahawah, for His truth, wisdom, and knowledge, and the elders for always continuing to feed the flock and never looking back. So, hey, shalom.